Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing all of the items in ERIN CONDREN's Spring Seasonal Surprise Box for 2021. I'm very grateful to the ERIN CONDREN team for sending this over to me so I could unbox and review for you. I'm so excited to dig in. The outside of this box is absolutely gorgeous, so I really can't wait to see what is on the inside. There are a lot of people who are receiving their boxes now, so if that is one of you, it would be great if you could comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this box, whether you like it, whether there were things that you won't be using. I love to hear other people's views and reviews over these boxes as well. But let's just get started talking about this box. Like I said, the outside of this box is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a little upset that mine got so scuffed. There's black marks everywhere on the outside of my box, so I won't be able to use this really as a box like just to keep and use for other things unless I reverse it, which I think the reverse usually is really, really cute, but I was a little upset because I love the mid-century circle colorful design. So let's get started and open this up. And my box is a little bent, so it's kind of hard to open, but the top of the box has this quote on it. It says, "Somewhere over the rainbow is a new beginning waiting for you." And it's in this like rainbow foil. It's so pretty. And so actually I would not mind flipping this inside out because that quote with the rainbow foil is absolutely stunning. So that might be something I do instead of having, you know, the colorful box on the outside with the scuffs. I'll probably just turn it inside out. So let's take a look at this. So the first thing you see is the little card. It says new growth, new beginnings, and there are just some pictures here. I'm going to just keep this on the side and then we can go through it once we see what is in the box. And almost always this has the information about what's exclusive and the cost and everything like that. So I will be telling you guys as I go through what's an exclusive, what is a sneak peek, and how much the value is for each of the items. So let's just get started here. I love this color of tissue paper. I know that's kind of random, but I think it's really, really cute. So the first thing, and actually what I'm going to do is I will move this to the side because I don't want everyone to see what all the other items are. So let me do that. So the first thing in here is actually, I think, like one of the bigger items, which is fun. So it is this A5 notebook. And so it has this really pretty cover that says, "Somewhere over the rainbow is a new beginning waiting for you," which is the same quote that was on the box. And it has this gold coil, which I really like when it's kind of customized, not just like the regular silver coil, but the back has this really pretty watercolor. It says Daily Focus Journal A5, 3 months of daily intention journaling with weekly reflections, 3 tabbed sections, note pages, reflection pages. So let's see what this is. So Daily Focus Journal, I feel like could be like a couple different things. And I absolutely love this cover with the watercolors is kind of the first thing that I'm noticing. I actually really like this. It has like a watercolor pattern on it too, but it looks like there's some reflection pages here in the beginning. There's a checking in section on, it looks like habits and different things that work for you, letting go, brainstorming, getting clarity, getting focused. It looks like there's a lot of getting focused pages. And then this month, the main thing I'm focusing on this week, other things I'm focusing on, how I'd like to feel. And then it looks like daily kind of like accountability pages for like what I focused on, and then some like notes pages. So that's kind of interesting. And then it starts all over. So I'm thinking that that's just what this is in its entirety, is just 3 months worth of that, which is interesting. In that it's like kind of similar to like goal setting, but it almost is like a daily accountability from what I can tell. And so I'd love to dive into this more. It looks like there's notes pages at the back, and then some like review pages, kind of celebration pages, and looking ahead. But other than that, I think that that's it for this notebook. It's kind of cool. I definitely have a lot of these types of notebooks. I actually think they had one of these maybe last year in the spring or the summer that was like a focus, like inspirational type notebook. It was bigger, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't exactly like this. So it's kind of like they're doing different ideas and iterations of kind of a similar idea where it's like goal setting and focusing on certain like tasks or goals or, you know, action items that you want to get done. So this is definitely like a nice notebook, and I love that it's in the A5 size. I actually prefer the coiled A5 notebooks to the petite planners. I just find that it's way easier to write in them when you can like fold things over like this. So I am really loving that they're coming out with more of these like A5 sized notebooks. I think this one's really interesting. I'd really have to think of how I'm going to use this because like I said, I have a lot of notebooks that are very similar to this in terms of what kind of the purpose is, but I'm thinking I might be able to find a different way to use this. And my first thought is seeing if I can use this for like a wellness and like self-improvement type thing. I'm not quite sure. I would need to look through this and see, but I think it's almost like a good way to journal alongside maybe like a different like process or something that you're focusing on. So for example, I'm like definitely focusing on being healthier, eating better, working out, all of that stuff. And so this is like a nice place that I could journal and, you know, really express myself how I'm feeling, you know, alongside that journey. So that might be something that I do, but also I just need to take a better look at this. Overall though, I really do love like the aesthetics of this with like the watercolors and the really soft colors. There's like the purples, the pinks, and then the end is, I believe, the blues. And so I really like this, and I am really curious if like the watercolor type thing is maybe like a future theme. I don't really know if they would do that and like sneak peek a theme for the future in a seasonal surprise box, but I am really liking the watercolors. I don't know. That's just something that really speaks to me. So overall, I like this. This is kind of fun. Need to see how I'm going to use it though. That's kind of the big takeaway from that. This is an exclusive of the box. It says the value is $20. I have found though that in the past they've said that something was exclusive to the box, but they've released it on the website with like a different cover or maybe like a different color theme on the inside. So I wouldn't be surprised if something very similar to this shows up on the website sometime soon. So keep an eye out just to see, maybe that's a possibility. So when they say exclusive, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll never see it. It just might look a little bit different. But overall, I'm kind of happy that I got like this cover and everything because this cover is gorgeous. The next thing I see in the box is, wow, this is very big. It is the mesh tote. And so it's definitely large. Let me take it out of the plastic really quickly. I don't know how loud this is gonna be on camera, so I'm just going to take it out really quickly and be right back. Okay, so here is this. It's definitely like a canvas material. It has the mid-century circles in this like peachy pink color. And then the top is like this netting, you know, type material. So definitely see-through up here. I want to see how long the straps are because, okay, they're a pretty good size. I feel like you'd be able to definitely carry this like on your shoulder and not really have issues, but you'd also just be able to carry it like around your arm if you wanted to. But I like this. I feel like I have a couple bags I can use, but I think this would be helpful to just have like in the car so I can carry things if I need to. If I have like a bunch of stuff that I've picked up running errands, I can always keep these. I have some like disposable or like reusable, not disposable, reusable bags in my car, but this is definitely cuter. And the back side, just want to make sure it wasn't different on the back. The back is the same. And ultimately, I feel like this would hold, I mean, quite a bit of stuff. It'd be interesting to test and see how much stuff it would actually hold. So I think this looks pretty nice. I can find a way to use this. It's not necessarily something that I would go out of my way to buy, I don't think, which is, you know, in that case, kind of nice that it came in the surprise box because it wouldn't have been something that would have ended up in my cart otherwise. So this mesh tote is an exclusive of the box, and it is valued at $16. I am not quite sure if I would value it at $16. Just like how big it is, and it is canvas and it feels really nice, but it also doesn't feel like super duper duper thick. So I don't know, and I'm also uncertain like if maybe things would like catch on the mesh. So I'd be really worried about spending $16 and then me like accidentally ripping this. If it was more like solid canvas the whole way, maybe, but also, I mean, I'm not like a huge bag person, so I don't spend that much money on my bag. So maybe 16 is okay, but just for me, that's a lot for just like a tote bag that I might just use like in my car every once in a while. So the next item that I see in the box are these pens. These are actually the same pens that they just came out with on the website. Just recently they came out with a bunch, like 3 or so different packs of these, and I actually just bought some. So I have a pack of these that just arrived in a different package from ERIN CONDREN, but it looks like these 3 colors are gem tone fine tip markers, and doesn't say anything else on the back, but let's see. It says that these fine tip markers, the 3-pack is $9.50, and that these are exclusive colors. So these colors won't be offered on the website. So let me see really quickly what these look like and write like. I'll just do like a really quick pen test because it's always fun to see what the writing utensils look like that you get in these boxes. And let me grab I have my little handy dandy notepad from one of the prior seasonal surprise boxes that I love to do my pen tests on. So let's start with this pen. It doesn't have like a name for the color or anything on it, but it's just a very like thin tip, and I really do love thin tip markers. Looks like the cap fits on the end, which is really nice because I hate when caps don't fit because I tend to like misplace the cap and have to like dig around my desk. So I'm very excited that it just fits on the end, and I will just say pink marker. I think that looks pretty nice. These feel really nice. The pens themselves are like kind of thin when I hold them in my hand. So if you're someone who prefers like a bigger barrel of pen, these might not be the best for you. They're definitely small in terms of like the barrel of the pen. So if that's something that kind of bothers you or something you're picky about, keep that in mind. I'm going to try this this color. It's like a purple blue, definitely like a springy color. This color like by itself reminds me of Easter, and I don't know why, but this is like Easter in a pen to me. I don't know. Purple. Purple marker, you can definitely see like how thin these are, and what I can also do is maybe compare them to like a 0.3 tip of like a regular gel pen. You can kind of see compared to the 0.3 what that looks like. So then finally we have this green, very typical green marker or pen. But I like these. I think these are really nice. I can always use more like colored pens. So these are fun. I definitely appreciate that they're definitely like springy colors, and I like that they are exclusive colors for the box because it's always a bummer when you like open a box and it has the same colors that you've gotten before. So it's nice that those are an exclusive. What I have here, just to do a little comparison of like the thickness, is I have a 0.3 millimeter pen. It's just a Pentel Energel pen that I like to use. So let me just write really quickly next to these. So you can see the 0.3 is thinner definitely, so I would say maybe these are like 0.4, 5, and I guess maybe it says it on the package. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it does. But just keep that in mind. They're definitely not like a thicker tip. And the other thing to keep in mind is I also have the ERIN CONDREN dual tip markers here. And when you use just the fine tip on the dual tip marker, I can do this comparison. It's a little bit thicker. And then obviously the other side is going to be way thicker. So that little pen test for you, hopefully that is easy to see. We have obviously the 3 pens from the box, the Energel, the Pentel Energel, and then the dual tip marker right here. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how thick these are when you are writing with them. The next thing I see here is I see this, what is it? Sunglasses and mask chain. And so it's kind of cute. It has this like rainbow at the bottom, and then it's white and it has like gold accents on it. And then at the top it has like little clips that you can clip onto your masks. So let me take this out of the packaging really quickly. Again, might be loud, so let me just skip ahead when I have this out of the package. So here is, I didn't take it off of the actual card here, but that's okay. So it has little connections to put onto your sunglasses, but then it also just has the little clips that you can put onto your face mask. This is kind of interesting. I don't think I would really use this all that much, mostly because I am not out of the house very often. I work from home and I just run errands every once in a while. I don't even really go to the grocery store. I just do grocery pickup. So I don't actually go places that often where I have my mask on. It's maybe once every couple weeks that I go out and about and actually have to like put on a mask. Other than that, I also don't know if when I'm using a mask, I would actually wear like a chain to keep it like around my neck. So in that case, I'm trying to think if there's a way to maybe like hook these together, and this can be something that like carries my work badge, because in all reality, I do really like this pattern with like the rainbow and everything, and I think it's really, really cute, but I just wouldn't use it for this purpose. This is just something that I think is really good, and it's like a good idea, but just not for me specifically. I'd really love to hear people's thoughts on this piece in the seasonal surprise box, because I think it's something that either people will like definitely use or people will like definitely not use, which sounds a little weird, but it's just, you know, if you're not someone that's used something like this before in terms of like a sunglasses chain or like a mask chain, I don't know if you'd start using it now. I also feel like they should have released this like earlier in the year, which I guess it didn't make sense because you're not going to release like a sunglasses chain, you know, in the winter or something like that. But we've been in the pandemic for almost a year now, or over a year now. And so I feel like this is something that should have come out a while ago and not waited until we're a year in, because with vaccinations and obviously things aren't going to change overnight and get better. And who knows how long we're going to be wearing masks, but I almost feel like places won't be requiring masks sometime in the future. And I'm not even going to comment on when that is. But I almost just would have liked to see this sooner. Even if I'm not someone that would use it, I feel like the people who could use it like needed this before now. So hopefully that makes sense. That's just something that popped in my head, is like, wow, this would have been great like last summer, last like, you know, June or something like that, when it was almost at the beginning. And granted, I know most people didn't know how long the pandemic was going to last. So crazy stuff, but I do appreciate that they have the little connectors so you can use them with their glasses. So even if you're not wearing a mask, you can use them still with sunglasses. The sunglass and mask chain, I'm really not good at remembering to do this. Sunglass and mask chain is an exclusive to the box, and it is valued at $16. The next thing I see here are stickers. They're little watercolor stickers, which these are really cute. They're definitely just like decorative swashes and little watercolor blotches and stuff like that, which are cute. I tend to be a little bit more like of a functional sticker fan, so I could definitely find a way to use these maybe like in a memory planner or something like that. That's always an option. But I do really appreciate when they have like a decorative sticker and then like a functional sticker, so it almost makes like a full kit. But these are definitely really pretty. I love the colors. I love watercolor, like I mentioned with the cover on that notebook. So I do appreciate these, just wish they were maybe a little bit more functional. These are an exclusive to the box. Usually the stickers that come with the box are exclusive, so I'll just throw that out there. And these are valued at $9. I also don't know if I would pay $9 for 2 sheets of stickers, just especially because there's not that many and it's like not a full kit. So that is the other thing with the stickers, is sometimes the price that they, the value they choose might not be what I would pay for stickers. The next thing I have in here are these vegan leather adhesive tabs. So there's 12 of them. They're peacock color, so that's really fun. They're definitely a different color than what I've seen before, like on the website. And let's see here if it says anything else. It does not. Let me get these out really quickly. Okay, so they're definitely like a nice feeling, definitely feel like thick faux leather. The gold is really pretty. I'd be worried that the gold would like rub off over time. I'm not quite sure if that's what people have experienced with these, but even when I rub my finger over it, I see gold like glitter and speckles coming off on my fingers. So something to keep in mind is I'm not quite sure how well these would wear if you're like sticking your planner or whatever you put these on, like in and out and in and out of a purse or wherever they're gonna get like maybe rubbed. I'm unsure if maybe the gold on them would disappear over time, but that's just something to keep in mind. I don't know if that would actually happen. With these, it looks like you just pull these off and they're definitely very thick. I'm actually very surprised. I don't know if you can see. Very, very thick. So that is kind of nice. It seems like they'd be very durable in the sense of like you wouldn't be able to rip them, and they felt really sticky. The adhesive feels really sticky. So that's really nice that I don't think they would come off. I don't know if it's something where you would like put them in here, maybe to mark like if you have multiple of these sections. So for example, like the first month you're using this, maybe you put in like the month tab somewhere. I'm not sure if that was like the purpose of them putting these in the box with this or not, but you can obviously use these on, you know, one of the like softbound planners or something like that. I think that's a great option. I know they have these available on the website. I just think they're different colors. So if you're interested in these tabs and didn't get the box, I think you can find the different colored ones on the website already. These are vegan leather mini monthly adhesive tabs. They're exclusive color to the box, like I mentioned, and they are $5.50. I think $5.50 for these is actually a pretty good deal. And especially if you're using like a coupon, that would knock them down even further. I think that's a good deal for how durable they are. It would just be interesting to see whether the gold foil or the gold lettering comes off of them. But ultimately, I like these. I need to figure out where I'm going to use them because all of my current planners have tabs. So it'll be interesting to see if I can find a place for these, but we'll have to see. Looks like the last thing in the box is this daily planning notepad. It has 25 sheets. And so it looks like it just has like a couple different places on it. Again, let me get this out of the plastic and then I'll show you like closer up of the designs and everything like that. Okay, so here's this. This is like a pink color. So it has this long list for to-dos, today's top 3, a dot grid section, and then the blank section. They said there was 25 sheets in here, so that's nice. And oh, it looks like the colors change on it. So there's like this orange color, there's like a tan color, green, blue, and then like the pinkish purple. So that's really, really cool that they're a little bit different. There are 25 of them in here. It would have been nice to maybe have enough for a full month. Granted, I probably wouldn't use one of these every single day, so 25 would probably be enough for a month for me. Let's see, the daily planning notepad is a sneak peek, so we'll be seeing this on the website sometime soon, and it's valued at $10. So I think $10 is fair, and especially if you use it with a coupon, I think that's a good price if this is something that you'll use. One thing is I have a lot of these notepads hanging around. I think we received one maybe in a seasonal surprise box like fall, I believe, maybe of 2019. I have one of those. I have a couple other daily planning pads, so really I don't know if I'll be using this one specifically anytime soon. It's nice to have it, but it's something that is available like everywhere from almost every planner company. You know, they offer something similar. So this is really fun and I appreciate it in the box, but it's not probably something that I would have bought just because I have so many of them. So I do really appreciate though that it has this giant to-do list section and it's not like an hourly section. That is one thing that I really do appreciate because I think that there are people who need like the hourly breakout and then there's people that just need a general to-do list. And I'm definitely one person that needs a general to-do list. So I love that it has this many lines. I also always try to have a top 3 in my mind every single day to make sure I get things done. And then it's always nice to have just some extra space just to write down notes, doodle, inspirational quotes, anything like that. You can always just like repurpose these into tracking things if you need to throughout the day, whether that's, you know, okay, I want to get up every single time I have a break and walk for 10 minutes or something like that, or I want to drink however many ounces of water. Like you can always make a little tracker, especially because it's dot grid. It's nice to be able to just like create boxes if you need to. So that's a little idea here, is if on the daily you're trying to like track things or anything like that, that's a great place to do it. And then obviously this little blank space is great for pretty much anything. I would probably end up taking like little notes there if I had little reminders I need to, you know, keep track of throughout the day. So this is definitely fun. It is a little bit different than the prior ones that we've had because I believe prior ones have had like hourly, like an hourly on the side. So this is different. Again, just not quite sure if it would be something I would use right now. What I'll do is I will show you really, really quickly the little card here. So new growth, new beginnings. I love this. And honestly, I am probably going to try and frame this. It's a little large, but I think this would be really cute, like as a framed, like framed on the wall or something, or like framed on a desk. I don't know. I do really love the mid-century circles, so that's probably just why it speaks to me. Here is the inside. So spring is the best time to embrace new growth, new beginnings, and new positive surprises. In the spirit of all that is new and full of hope, we've curated a special surprise box bursting with spring essentials, exclusives, and sneak peeks that inspire. It goes through the different exclusives here, it looks like. So the focus journal, the mid-century circles, tote bag, and the sunglasses and mask chain, and just talks about them a little bit more in depth. And then over here is where it talks about the actual contents. So you can see here, if you're interested, you can pause the video and take a look at the different values and everything like that if you just need a little reminder. And then the back just has some like little reminders to tag on social. It also has like some different ways to use the little mesh tote bag, which is kind of cute. And then actually what I find interesting and kind of what I mentioned, I promise I haven't looked at this before unboxing the box or anything like that, but it looks like they're using the journal with like weights. Like these are kettlebells and like little dumbbells. So maybe, I mean, it seems like a versatile journal. I do appreciate that. I'll just have to see if it's something that I can like bring into my current planner stack or if it's just something that I'll maybe save for later and see if I have a use for it at some point. So my thoughts on this box. I feel like this box was full of things that I will use because I have them now, but I wouldn't really have bought any of these if I saw them on the website. So case in point, I'm just going to put this in my car and I'll use it at some point. Like, you know, inevitably I'm going to need a bag sometime. I'll need to carry something. So I'll use this, but it's not something that I would have picked out because I have other bags I could use. Sunglass chain, I'm definitely thinking of other ways I can use this. I'm really thinking I might use it as like a badge holder if or when I go back to work. It'll be just nice to be able to hang this, you know, from like my cubicle or whatever. But I wouldn't use it as a sunglass chain or a mask chain. These, they feel really nice, but I'm not even sure where I'm going to put them because I have tabbed planners currently. I do really, really like this and I'll probably figure out a way to use this. I probably wouldn't have gotten it because I have other journals like this, but now that I have it, I'm going to see, you know, if there's something I can use it for at this point. Again, I have a bunch of daily pads, so I didn't really need one, but I mean, I'll keep this around just in case. Stickers, I mean, I can always use these memory keeping, but you know, for the value that they stated, I probably wouldn't spend $9 on these 2 sheets of stickers. And then finally, probably the thing I'll get the most use out of actually, other than maybe the journal, is this pack of markers, because I just love these colors and I think it'd be fun to use these like for memory keeping, or just use them like in my daily planner where really it doesn't matter what colors I use, stuff like that. So honestly, this box was okay in the terms of things are, you know, pretty functional, but it's not anything that I would have chosen on my own. So hopefully that makes sense. You know, I feel like the boxes recently have been kind of hit and miss in that aspect, and you obviously cannot please everybody. So I know some people are absolutely going to love this box. So I'm really excited to see, you know, what those people have to say and everything. But this is just one of those where I'm like, okay, I mean, it works, it's fine, I'll figure things out, I'll figure out how to use things, but it just wasn't, you know, one of those where I was like, this was like out of the park, perfect. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts. Let me know what you think. If you got this box, let me know what your initial thoughts were when you unboxed. Let me know if you didn't get a box, if you wish you would have, because I know that's also sometimes a big disappointment. If you do really love the box and you weren't able to grab one, that can be tough too. So just let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to hear what your guys' thoughts are, because honestly, that's, you know, half the fun of these surprise boxes is not only opening them up and seeing what's in them, but also seeing, you know, how other people use the items, what other people think, and all of that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the items. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you do have. I'll also definitely try and show you guys on Instagram or here on YouTube if I do end up using some of these things and how I use them. So, you know, maybe you can get ideas for how you could use these things as well. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, thank you so much to ERIN CONDREN and the folks over there for sending this box to me to unbox and review for you. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. I will talk to you later. Bye.